Good morning, traders, and this is your Aussie day trade setup for today. So we ended up with a range bar. This is the third day, not quite in a row, but it's 3 days this week where we've had buyers step in. You can see buyers came in there, they've come in here, they've come in yesterday. Oscillators group to the downside. We have a little bit of structure forming on the lower time frames, and I just want to run to the left. We're probably going to have to run very far to the left. Maybe just minimize that. And we kind of at a level as well. You can see this level is from 2013. So we are at a level. There's quite a bit of interaction at this level. And we filleted with it here again in July 2013 and February 2013. So we are off a level technically. We are creating sort of a potential reversal pattern on the daily. Although we'd want to see confirmation. Sometimes I'll see a bounce up, pull back, and then start doing that. So my view at the moment is I think we are ripe for a bit of a technical bounce by the looks of things. So ignore this last bar, that is nonsense data. If I look at the Dow Jones, it has broken through a wedge. Okay. The Aussie wedge is still intact. There it is there. I'm off a level. We had some diversions. I don't think we've got diversions on the daily with this one. What we do? Okay, so you can see the black line low and slightly higher there. So we do have diversions on the daily. We just don't have it on the 3 hour. I suppose we could say that's a double bottom there, but that's bouncing off zero, so I'll give that a miss at the moment. So there is potential here for a move to the upside, and I think the reality of this, I would assume, would be this gap would be my first area to target. That's almost 50% of the wedge. So that would definitely be the first target. Second target would be the second gap here. Okay. And then at a stretch would be this next gap up here. So that's kind of the structure that I can see at the moment, which I'm looking at. But to be honest, I'm not going to be on the Aussie today, more than likely looking like the Dow and the DAX are the two that I'd be looking at, and probably the S&P. I think the S&P's got a little bit more technical structure as it's bouncing off the previous financial crash's low. And if you go back to 2008 and you look at the data there, you'll see how quick that rebound was. Okay, so basically I'm expecting a technical bounce. I think that's the bottom line on the markets, possibly today, or maybe even next week. But I think what's going to happen is those that are holding shorts are going to start getting out of their position. They're going to start unloading their short position before the weekend. And what we would expect is to see a little bit of a bounce going up as those trades get executed. Okay, so we just want to get onto the Ichimoku quickly. So flat Kijis and flat Teganton on the hour, nothing really to read into there. Same on the 4 hour, but if you look here at the upper level of the target there, you're still in a very strong downtrend. And the first target here is in between Kijis and Teganton. So I'd actually even look at that area there, and that's an inside gap there. So that would still just be a gentle bounce, and that's kind of what I would expect. And then I would expect everything to gather itself and then to start pushing back down again. So yeah, I think that's my view for today. We're looking at some kind of a bounce. Just going to have to be very cautious about how you do this if you're going to trade this instrument. Let's go to the main, because I come to the 12 minutes, that's kind of the view that I'm going to have. You're looking at breaks above fractals. So there's already a break above the fractals, so that is an entry. Ignore this bar here. So yeah, if we open up here, it's still a 450 point stop loss. I think that's the only thing that's worrying me about this market is the volatility is massive. So your lot size is very small, but you can pretty much get some pretty big swings. That's 1,900 point swing just to the first gap. Okay, so anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Hope that helps. And also, before we close off, 10 cents or so up 4% at the moment. So 10 cents up 4%, Rand's coming down slightly, 0.5% down, but the US futures are starting to climb at the moment. So, yeah, definitely gap up, bit of a technical bounce, and that's the trade. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.